Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Yeah.
Can I make you groove now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in the back of a can. You can make it round the world and the holes in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. The Popcorn World.
Now it's time for Believe in the ACC with our starting lineup. From Florida State, number 17, Charlie Ward. From Morehead State University, number 50, Lloyd Span. And from Murray State University, number 2, Kendrick Haskett. Get ready for the best sports show about the ACC in all the land. Believe in the ACC starts now. In all the land. That's what the guy said. I don't know if you heard him, but that's what he was saying. In all the land. So I'm glad he said it, personally. I agree with him. Charlie Ward's here. Kendrick Haskett is here. We're both here. We're all here. Although Kendrick's having a day right now, as you can see. That intense look is not him focusing in on the show. It's him trying to figure out, why is my software not working? He will figure it out. He's a smart man. But in the meantime, whilst Kendrick labors feverishly to figure this out, Charlie Ward and I are here, and we are glad to be here. And this is Believe in the ACC. And we will discuss things that relate to the ACC or are around the ACC or had ACC players involved with it. We'll just get into all of it. And I'm excited about that. So we're going to jump around a little bit. And I want to discuss, go back to Monday with Charlie. First of all, Charlie Ward, how are you doing? That is a fantastic shirt you wear. What is that shirt about? I got to know. What's going on with this shirt, brother?
Y'all remember the show Family Matters?
I do, because it's a rare condition in this day and age to be reading the good news on the newspaper page. Yeah.
So today is our Family Matters Day of Giving. Yeah. So we have it's actually 2 days, but is 1,887 minutes of giving.
Wow.
Towards our school programs, athletic programs, school programs, or programs. And so it's a 2-day deal. Started this morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
Go until 4 p.m. Tomorrow afternoon. So it's like a day that they've they've called to give to support whatever programs you would like to support. And throughout the today and tomorrow from 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern time, the program that raises the most during that time period, our Family Foundation is doubling it. So
Wow.
it's like a match. So if you raise whatever whoever has the most amount during that time, they get $5,000 bonus. So it's not really a match, but if you raise the most during that time, you get $5,000 bonus for your program. So I just ask everyone, to join. You can go to www.1887strikes, that's with an S.com, and you can hit athletics and go to men's basketball, and there'll be the giving.
So okay, now I want to make sure it's 1887strikes.com.
Correct.
And you have to hit men's basketball because
Well,
men's basketball is trying to win.
correct. And that's between 9 and 10 today, if you're able to do it. But we accept donations throughout the day
uh,
and beyond. And also tomorrow from 9 to 10. That's where we're trying to win that hour. So
gotcha.
if you're inclined to give, and there's no small amount besides zero.
That so 9 to 10, that's now. Like that's right now.
Yes, that's right
Okay.
now.
So if you're listening live on whatever platform you're listening to, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, LinkedIn, go now and do this now. And then Charlie Ward will be happy. And so will people at FAMU. They will all be
Yes.
happy that you
And
did
you
this
can,
thing.
and you can share it with your friends as well.
Okay. Now, is it specifically the basketball team or is it the athletic program as a whole?
There is a link for the athletic department, but we're representing men's basketball. So there's a link for men's basketball on there.
Okay. See, they almost had me. I almost went and saw the athletics, like, oh, this is it. And then Charlie Ward said, no, sir, don't do it. Go to the men's basketball.
You did kind of say that off the top.
You did, but
Once you go on, you hit athletics, then you have to, go and not search, but scroll down.
it's kind of a search, Charlie, and be honest with you. It is kind of a search. I'm not even gonna joke with you on that part. I may have to use the link that you sent me and said I have a link. I may have to use the actual link, but there's kind of a search, but it doesn't matter. Whatever, the money's going to a wonderful cause. Help FAMU. Somebody made this mistake in the conversation with me the other day. They were like, well, HBCUs are getting a lot of money. I said, I don't know what HBCU this is that you're talking about, because the ones that I'm familiar with, they are not getting a lot of money. They need money, and they need it all the time. So if you can help, please help.
So the crazy part about that statement is, you think about the schools that's not HBCU.
Mm-hmm.
They have different types of fundraisers and people giving. And I say different, but they have very similar, because FSU has a day of giving as well, that they promote throughout their organizations. And so it's really no different. And even though those schools get resources from other places,
Right.
they're always not geared towards certain areas. So it's just, people want to give, and there's a lot of great causes out there. It's just a matter of where you want to give to and who you want to give to.
Sweet. All right. Well, listen. Go do it. That's all I can tell you. Just do it. It's a good cause. It's a good school. Charlie's a good guy, doing good things.
Well, I appreciate it.
1887strikes.com. Just go handle that and stop beating around the bush and do it now, because you know, it helps. Every little bit helps. All right. Kendrick, what's going on, brother?
Oh man, it's making things work. I think had to switch computers, and we get into the show, and then my mic was muted, and StreamYard's like, "Oh, my bad." So it took me out and brought me back in. So we're here.
Well, listen, in the words of the illustrious prophetic,
And I still can't hear myself in my headphones now.
Well, listen, in the words of the prophetic Salt and Pepper, your mic sounds nice. Check one. So there you go. We're gonna power through this because that's what we do here. Despite challenges that may occur, we power through and make it work. So we're gonna make it work this morning. And we're gonna start at. I was gonna start with the portal because the portal is going crazy right now. Like I wasn't expecting. I had to text Kendrick, Charlie, and ask, had Jeff Waltz and Pat Kelsey been threatened by their job? Like, so did somebody tell them, do it, have a great portal or else? And because they're going crazy in the portal right now, and both teams are putting together the type of squads that can really compete at a high level. Like they should be able to compete at a high level on both sides. So, Kendrick, tell the peoples what went down so far this week.
Well, we can talk about the comings and goings. Kenai Roots, he will be a junior this coming year. He left Louisville, is going to Oklahoma. Right. Sananda Fruz signed with Marquette yesterday. Let me think.
Which those are losses, but they're not like stunning losses.
No, they're not. My guy Zugris is into the transfer portal, hadn't gone anywhere yet.
Right.
But they were able to sign the kid from Kansas. I got
who is the number one? Who is the number one?
You got the number one
portal kid.
Transfer portal kid.
Burgundy. It's not. I want to call him Ron Burgundy, but that's not his name. It just feels like it's his name.
No, it's not.
Bungudy. What is the name? I gotta get used to the name.
His name it's Flory Bedunga from Kansas. He's the number one recruit in the transfer portal.
Here's what he is. He's the defensive player of the year last year for the Big 12. He puts up pretty solid numbers, but what he's known for is being able to hold down the middle. Why is that significant? Because that is exactly why Louisville was losing every single game they played last year. They had no one that could play in their front court consistently.
They also got point guard from Oregon.
Okay.
And which
Shellstad, I think is his name. Jack Shellstad or something.
Not being kind to me today. Yes.
I think yes.
Yes. Shellstad's his last name.
Yeah. So it's going well, to say the least. It is going well.
Go ahead.
So we'll see. We'll see if they can keep it up. Oh, and then they got a commitment to Carter Knox, the highly touted recruit Carter Knox. Yeah,
they got Carter Knox yesterday
from Arkansas.
Knox is funny because So when he went to Arkansas, Louisville was in his final group. He picked Kentucky, and when Cal left for Arkansas, he went with Cal to Arkansas. But his older brother, Kevin Knox, who spent some time in the NBA, played for Cal at Kentucky. So all kind of weird angles going on with that one. But Carter Knox is committed to Louisville yesterday. That's on the men's side. Now on the women's side, they got a lot. They got Kyrus Baker, who is Ben Baker's daughter, played at Virginia Tech. They picked up Denia Prawl from Tennessee, who was a McDonald's All-American before she went to Tennessee. And they got Zamaria Jones, who's the big get from NC State.
I'm trying to understand how the coach at Tennessee, University of Tennessee women, still has her job. Like she lost her in an unprecedented fashion. She literally lost her entire team. She is literally starting over from scratch, which is I've never heard of that before. I've never seen a coach lose their entire team and still remain employed. Like I had to go Google her and say, is she still there? Is she gone? How is this happening? And she's still, as of today, she's still there. Now I don't know what their plan is, because you would think if a whole team decided to leave, that's a clear indication that there may be a disconnect with the administration. I heard Holly Rowe say something about it's the AD. It's more the AD than it is the coach, which I guess, but most kids don't even know they barely know who the AD is. So it feels like it's the coach. Like it feels like
Now they know who the AD is on campus.
Well,
Now
I
the
guess
kids
what
know who the AD is.
I guess what I mean by that is that their relationship with the AD is not nearly as solid as it is with the head coach. And so you're seeing the head coach every day. You might see the AD every day, but it's more likely you're going to see the head coach, and that's going to have more of an effect on whether you stay or go than unless now here's the caveat. Unless in this new IL generation promises were made and then promises were unkept. Then you absolutely know who the AD is. So I'm wondering if it's a little bit of that. But it's a fascinating situation. I'll tell you that, Charlie. I'm you're not.
She had a tweet. Yeah, she had a tweet about the AD Danny White that she took down.
Okay.
Now I'm looking into it.
The head coach had this?
No, Holly Rowe had this about.
Oh, Holly Rowe had it. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's some of it's kind of, you never know, but because there are a lot of programs, including ours, that has, lost quite a few players, some to graduation, some to transfer portal. So, and everyone that's graduated, during our exit meetings, and we asked them to be as honest as possible. They had a great experience.
That's great.
And this is one of the best years, just on not just on the floor, but just getting opportunities, chemistry. We we treated them, all those things. They enjoyed the year, and then the guys who got in the portal wanted, try to look for better opportunities.
Yeah.
So that because some of them didn't play, or some of them were told that this is the situation moving forward for next year, which they had a choice on whether they wanted to stay or not. So they chose to move on, or at least put the name in the portal.
Right.
So I think some of that is player led. Some could be coach encouraged in some form for them to make choices. That does happen. So it's not all on just the coach or the player. It can be a combination of both.
Charlie, what is typically your philosophy, your transfer portal philosophy personally? Do you want kids to explore their options? Would you love for them to just, let's stick it out, build something? Are you like old school in that manner, or a little maybe a combination of both?
I mean, it really depends on the young man.
Okay.
And just those guys there's some guys who, we wanted back. One of the guys we wanted back, and he chose to move on, or at least put his name in a transfer portal. And there's some guys that needed to move on to get a fresh start.
Okay.
Because of their year that they had, or whatever the case may be. So you wouldn't like to have as many guys, especially you have guys coming back, and then a couple walk-ons as well that are going to be moving on. So they had extra years. Most of our guys we had 2 freshmen. One of those were walk-ons that was coming back, and then the other guys are seniors. Will be seniors next year.
Gotcha.
Minus one of the other walk-ons who was a sophomore, and he's exploring other options. So it's kind of how you build your team. That year, if you have a lot of, guys who are juniors and seniors, you're gonna have a lot of people walking out the door.
Right.
That's just the nature of the beast these days. But in the transfer portal, you kind of now we're looking more to have a more balanced team, guys who maybe have multiple years that you can bring in and look to provide some leadership the following year. Because if you bring them in, you give them an opportunity to play. Some of them may move on, but some may stay just because they need another year.
So this is truly a 1-year deal for a lot of these players, because you just don't know. Like so your success could breed an exodus easily, as a lot of teams are seeing right now. A lot of teams are seeing exodus for various reasons. North Carolina lost. I think they lost a few, like 4 or 5 people, just on Mike Malone being hired. They were like, "Well, I'm not staying for that." And I'm sure that may not have been the only reason, but it could have been a factor because they just didn't want to play for Mike Malone. Who knows what all the reasons are? But that's
Or Mike Malone didn't want them.
Or Mike Malone didn't want them. To Charlie's point, and your point, Kendrick, Mike Malone was like, this guy can't play. Let's get him out of here. So, and by the way, not an unrealistic response from a team that when it lost its best player in Caleb Wilson, they weren't able to do as much. Although they did steady the ship. They weren't like awful, but by North Carolina standards, I guess they didn't meet the standard of what people's expectations were.
And the coaches want to bring in players that they know they want to bring in their own players. I mean, that's just kind of what happens with coaching changes. And it's kind of what happened with Caleb Glenn. He was told that, when Kelsey came into Louisville, that Kelsey told him that, I want to build with my own players, basically.
Right. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
I appreciate you, but also
keep it all the way real. They should have kept him. But
mistakes can be made. Mistakes can be made. Just go to Louisville for a second, Kendrick. I noticed looking at the video of all 3 players, they have a common thread in my mind that they are very aggressive. They are attack type players. They are like we like to call them, dogs, if you will. That feels like a tremendous philosophy change, or at least it feels like he got some of the guys this time that he wasn't able to get the last times that he's had been looking for those players.
Yeah, I don't think it was necessarily for a philosophy change. Yeah, I think it's just he was able to get them because if you're looking through the portal last year, I thought he should have kept his center that he had last year that went to Ole Miss. But
I agree.
But I think if you really look at it, there wasn't. There was more guards. It felt like they were in their portal last year than it was bigs. I could be wrong just because of memory or whatever. But getting Badunga is huge for them because
it is.
Because he's a shot blocker. He's a rim protector. He's a rebounder.
Rim runner.
He's physical. He's gonna get it. Yeah, he's a rim runner. He's gonna get in there and score. And then adding Knox, he's a good complementary player for that.
Yeah,
he's not necessarily a 3-point shooter, but he can make the 3. But he's a physical slasher that's also really good on defense.
Yeah,
and Shellstead to be the delivery person, the point person, starts the offense. Now I would imagine you're gonna see them getting a lot of shooters.
Putting around them.
They haven't brought in too many shooters yet, so I would imagine they're gonna fill in the roster with probably a couple more bigs and then shooters. Case and Pryor entered the transfer portal yesterday. I don't know if you
He
saw that.
did. I was wondering if he was going to
And
do that.
so, and
Who,
so,
who, who's Jason Pryor?
he is the big kid with the crazy blonde hair.
Kind of looks like Birdman.
Oh yeah.
Birdman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's applying for a 7th year of eligibility.
Why are we doing this?
He with him, he has had injuries. So I'm not as like, what are we doing with him as I am with Denzel Aberdeen. So
it still doesn't matter.
Yeah. Hey.
You ready for him to go, Charlie? It sounds like you're ready for him to go.
I mean, it's time to move on.
Yeah, 7 years in college.
I mean, 7 years is a long time, Charlie. I'm not gonna hold you, especially if you're not getting a degree in law or engineering or medicine. Right.
That's my point. Like we're using college as our fallback to just keep going, to play basketball or play football or play whatever sport it is, as opposed to moving on to the next. That used to be the thing. When your eligibility was up, you just moved on, regardless if you had multiple injuries or what. It was just time to move on and do something different. I understand the thought process. Don't get me wrong, and people enjoy college, but now I think they're seeing it more as a job, for a sports job, not for education purposes, but just a sports job to continue to do what you enjoy doing.
And
that's
right, Charlie. That's pretty much what former UK guard Denzel Aberdeen is doing. I mean, no disrespect to the kid because he was a nice kid, but I mean, he played 3 years at Florida, played 1 year at Kentucky. Now he's applying for a 5th year because he didn't play much his freshman year.
But let me play devil's advocate just a little bit. That kind of
stuff is annoying. But at least with Casey, he was injured.
But let me make a case for the other side. Not a strong case, but just the reality. If I had a chance to make any money whatsoever, because I was having a conversation with a former D1 player friend of mine the other day, and he was like, "Man, listen, back in the day, if somebody would have just gave me $30,000, that would have made a massive difference in my college experience." So I get it. I agree. I don't disagree with what you're saying, Charlie and Kendrick. I understand it, but I also get the fact that if I can get anything at all to start off my current college career and post college career, because maybe you take that 50,000 or 30,000 or whatever it is, and you put that in a bank somewhere. It just sits there and waits for you until you get out of school, which is normally not what happens. But you understand what I'm saying.
You got to pay taxes on that money, so you really
well, whatever it is, it's more than what you had if you did it. Most kids graduate with nothing. Like, let's be clear, they don't graduate other than the degree itself. You don't have any money.
Well, that's the part about it, though. Is like they have such an advantage now.
Yeah.
Because they do come out with money. I mean, when I graduated college, all I had was debt.
All I had was debt.
and these guys are making money. And and then like I heard John Calipari's statement a couple of weeks ago, and like I usually go along with a lot of stuff that Cal says. He is correct on a lot of things. But he was like, you talk kids on that go from making $140,000 or whatever they make it down to $70,000. I'm like, for one, where are you getting a $70,000 job straight out of college? Let me know where that is.
Right.
Two, okay, most of these kids coming out of college don't make that, aren't making it. They've got a nest egg right now, so I don't even want to hear that argument.
Yeah, that's a terrible argument. That is a terrible argument.
But that's the assumption, Kendrick, that they're coming out with a nest egg, and I'm just interested.
Well, they should be coming out with a nest egg.
Correct. Yes, because that is the assumption that people are coming out with a nest egg when we don't know if they're coming out with a nest egg or in debt. which should be the case if you're making any kind of resources. But I understand everyone has different situations that they're doing in need for, and so
Mhm.
I'm not against that part. It's just we're at a place now where people don't want to move on.
No, they do not.
Right.
I always talk about, we've also devalued, in a sense, the scholarship, because when I came out of college, I didn't have any debt at all.
Yeah.
So I wasn't paying back any loans or anything like you just mentioned. And so that was very valuable for me. Now, what I've liked to been able to take advantage of the name, image, likeness, and those types of things for sure.
Right.
But without the scholarship, and then on top of the scholarship, we got some aid that I saved a lot of my, bowl money, per diem, because when we went on these trips, they fed us and they gave us money. And so I'm like, why would I want to
Mhm.
spend the money that they gave me when they already feed me?
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that was my, stipend or whatever the case may be. But of course, I would love to be able to support my family, traveling to the games, all that stuff that they're doing today would have been allowable,
Right.
to be able to support them so they wouldn't have debt. I was just blessed to be able to, help them afterwards in some form or fashion, because I made it professionally, but not everyone has that part. But to be able to have resources now to be able to support your family, and those things that you care about, foundation, whatever it may be, those are things that I wish I would have had.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
And I don't think I don't think any of us are saying we don't appreciate the circumstances by which some of these players are living and what they're utilizing the money for, and the reason why they're trying to stay the extra year, because it is a lump sum amount that they
It
can
is a
help
good
their
amount of money to
families
be
and
making.
huh.
It is a good amount of money to be making. I'm not taking that
100%,
from them,
100%. But
but yeah,
also to
but
Charlie's
I'm
point,
like,
yeah, at some point you gotta go home. You gotta go
you
home.
gotta
Like you can't
go.
stay here forever.
Sometimes you,
Yeah,
you need to move on. You ain't gotta
Yeah.
go.
yeah.
You ain't gotta go home. We gotta get the hell out of here.
This feels a lot like the lights are on at the end of the party and you're still there and we're cleaning up. Like it's like, sir, it's time.
Yeah, and that
Like
song is closing time.
right, it's closing time. It's for some of these
But
careers in college, it's closing time. Let's wrap this up.
I'm a little bit more sympathetic to the ones who have had injuries. I am sympathetic to that.
I am a little bit
But the
more.
ones who just want, but the ones who just want to come back, nah, bro.
Like the
Either go on
Chambliss
to
kid.
Europe,
I will
try
call
to
a
get
spade a
in.
spade. Like the Chambliss kid. I personally feel like he made a massive mistake not coming out. Like, I get the check that you're going to get from Ole Miss. I understand it. And also, I think you would have gotten drafted somewhere. Like, I think you were good enough to get drafted somewhere, either late first round or second round or something like that. From what I saw in the game that he played in the playoffs, he was great. He was fantastic. So I don't know what you're trying to accomplish at this point, because to stay in college for this, I think this is his 6th year. That seems a lot, sir. Like, sir, you're gonna have to leave at some point. Like, your clothes don't even fit no more. Like, what are you doing? Like, get out. Like, what is happening?
I ain't paying mortgages and stuff at this point.
Right. You got a whole family now.
Yeah,
Like, what are
because
we doing?
because I go. Well, I don't got families coming in, but but
These days,
the
yeah.
whole the people I feel sorry for the most in all of this are the high school players.
Oh, they're getting killed.
You've got these old 25-year-old men,
yeah, that won't leave.
taking up roster spots and scholarships because they won't leave.
Yeah, they won't leave. These guys will not leave.
I don't know if. I mean, we need to go back to the 4 and 5, and maybe if you get a red shirt, you can get a 6. But that's it. I'm sorry if your
Yeah.
injuries.
Yeah. So what
If your
they get
injuries
ready?
made you have to go to the other route, but
Yeah.
So what's getting ready to come down from government through its legislation is that 5-year window. So that seems to be trending where you have 5 years to play, and then the 6 year would be a special situation within within those 5 years. So no red shirts, or any of those types of things will be in effect, which to me is the right thing to do. So you're not having to. So when they're asking for a 5th year, that wouldn't be an issue. With this new ruling that they're looking to bring down, that gives you 5 years to play. That's plenty of time. You can, after that, you start transitioning to whatever it is that you need to do. Not trying to get a 6 year because you didn't play enough. Within those 5 years, if you had a major injury that cost you a certain amount of games, I would say that would probably be a waiver. Um, but the other thing is we can't be pulling a PJ Haggerty, 5-5. That to
yeah,
me, that's job hopping, like money hopping, or all those whatever hopping you want to call. 5-5.
Whatever
That that
happens, hilarious.
that's just uncalled for, unnecessary.
Yeah.
yeah, I wish they would go back to either sitting out or losing a year of eligibility for the transfers.
Something.
Because like
'Cause
these kids playing, I'm like, what education are you getting? Because I'm like, for
traveling.
the kids that don't make it professionally, that have done all this school hopping, what do you come out? What when you go to an employer or you filling out your resume? What are you putting on there? It's like what your degree is.
My degree is transfer portal. Like I have a bachelor's. I have a bachelor's in transferable living. Like
yeah, and then they're
So
gonna want 6 figures.
right. And by the way, pay me 6 figures for that. I don't what
so
You watch me in the tournament.
right. Did you not see
I
me in March? That was amazing.
I really want somebody to get like a poll. I'm sure there's a poll or something out there
Mhm.
on what happened to the student athlete that within the transfer portal window.
Mhm.
What happened to them 5 years, 10 years after they finished college or their eligibility was exhausted?
Well, ironically, we're not even in. We haven't even reached.
We ain't been doing it long
Well,
enough.
where we can do that poll. So it's crazy how chaotic it is in such a short amount of time, but not unpredictable. This was very much predicted. Like we all knew. Hey man, so what are the rules again? There are no rules. Oh, this is gonna be bad. So we
I
all knew
didn't
that was coming.
anticipate that. I didn't see, and I guess it's just me not paying attention. I guess I didn't see the guys coming back like, I want to play again.
That's the part, right? Now I didn't see
I
that
want to keep
coming.
playing. Why? Because I want to.
Right. Right. We didn't see that coming. We did not see that. We didn't see squatters' rights, like, which is where we are now. Like, I love it here. I don't think I ever want to leave. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. I don't.
Like, what's that movie Van Wilder where the guy wouldn't graduate?
Right. You're not supposed to be 28 as a starter for Oregon. That's not how this is supposed to work. This is a little.
Yeah. At least Chris Winkie went and did something else and came back.
Right. That's all I'm saying. But also, should you have a whole family when you come back? I don't know. That feels weird. Like it feels like a disconnect of sorts.
Fear of age. I mean,
You listen. You can marry who you want when you want to marry them. I just feel like at some point, if you've stacked 2 and 3 kids, if you're in the drive line and then you go to practice, that feels like you've been there too long. It feels like you've been there entirely too long. Anyway, all right. Let's get into some other stuff. The WNBA draft went down this past Monday. Only one ACC team got a player in, and that's is it Taina? It's Taina Mayer, I think is her name. She went to the
UNC. I thought she was second round.
No, she went. She went late first to Duke. I mean,
she's
not to Duke. Not to Duke. She's from Duke. She went late first to Seattle. Is what I was trying to say. Which is interesting because Seattle had a point guard. They took a point guard in Flage. Was that the trade?
Flage is not a point guard.
Well, no, but she will be, won't she? Like, I don't know how she is. Does she shoot well enough to be a true shooting guard?
She can learn to shoot, but she's not
gonna
a
have
point
to.
guard.
Yeah, but Flage is a bucket getter. That's what she is.
She is a bucket getter. She can score. She has good ball handling skills. So, well, anyway, she was the only one that went in the first round for the ACC. Shout out to the Wings who, when looking at the landscape of the WNBA, they saw all these tall players. They just saw.
Lord, they got a whole front line in there. Who was that? The Mystics? The Mystics
the Mystics did fantastic. They went and got every big they could possibly get. I was just thinking the Wings went and they just wanted to keep Love together. So I figured that they went a whole different route.
They chose Love.
They chose Love over winning, which is fine. I mean, if that's what you want. Happy couples, happy wives.
Hold on.
I think they still win happy wife, happy life. I think they can still win.
They decided to go that route.
So fill me in on their deal. What y'all talking about? Because
apparently Azifud and Paige Beckers are an item, and have been for quite some time.
Have been for years.
Yeah, of course they've been dating for quite some time, and so
they have.
Yes, they have. And what was really awkward, Charlie, is that when it was announced that she would be the number 1 pick in the draft over Olivia Miles, who is a probably a better pairing partner, and over Awa Pham, whose upside is insanely high, and over Lauren Betts, who literally just came from a national championship, they went the route of Love, and Love wins in the end.
No, who's that? Who got the first pick?
The Wings. She's going to be playing with Paige.
They have Cardoso there.
At the Wings?
Yeah.
I thought she was still at Chicago.
Oh, she's in Chicago. Who do they have?
That's the point, Charlie. I don't know. Like they don't. I don't know if they have a big that is as good as the bigs that they have coming in that they passed over, especially Awa Pham, because Awa Pham can hoop, and she's only 19.
Well, it's hard to go against Azifud.
It's not that hard,
especially if you talk about everyone needs good guard play, and
it's not like they just drafted some. Drafted a scrub.
Do you want a couple though? Do you want a couple?
Yes, you need a couple.
No.
And then they just
a couple, as in COUPLE, like we're together.
That's something totally different. But
I'm just saying, this seems like you're setting yourself up for a failure. Like we've seen this in the league already with Dejanay and the young lady that she was dating for years, and that didn't work out, and so then they decided she got traded, and then it didn't work out. To be fair, like she did get traded, and then the girl had some problems. But
no, that's always tough.
That's tough.
That's neither here nor there.
Now, to be fair, they did win a national championship together, so I guess
it's just a different element that's in the that's just a different element that's in the WNBA that we just haven't experienced in other professional sports.
We have not experienced that in any other sport at all. This is very different. And it may
that
work
we know
out.
of.
It may work out. It may work out.
Say that we know of. Exactly.
That we know of. So she went first. Olivia Miles went second to which I think she landed in a perfect spot, going to Minnesota to play with Neficia. Like you said, but I don't know if anybody had a bet. Well, two groups had an amazing day. The Washington Mystics drafted, it seemed like everything they needed and then some. And then UCLA came out of this thing looking fantastic. I didn't realize that UCLA's team was as vaunted and as wanted in the WNBA as they turned out to be. But apparently everybody wanted a UCLA player in this draft.
But they had 6 or 7, right?
They
had some balls. Yeah.
5, I think, went in the first round, and then there was one that went early in the second, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the
Low
reason
key, and then,
why they won.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Apparently, yeah.
Well, low key was like Kentucky having 4.
Overall?
Yeah, they had 4 players drafted.
So is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a head scratcher because right. Well, their best player, she went 22. Key, she was the 22nd pick in the draft. Tiani Key, she got hurt during the season and missed a significant amount of time. And so when before she got hurt, they were rolling, and then when she got hurt, that kind of threw them off, and then they kind of got the chemistry back. Then she got back, and they never could really find it again. But they had 4 players drafted, and Clara Strack still has another year at UK. And I'm like, okay, this team should have really been a lot better than what they
you would
were.
think they'd have been better than that, yeah. There were a couple of head scratchers in this as well. To bring it back to Florida State for just a second, Tanaya Lotson went to the Sparks at 20, which, I guess I don't know. It feels like she's better than that, but I don't know. Like maybe she's not. I don't know. I'm sure she's as shocked as she was as I was when I saw her name go there.
What do you mean? Think she's better than that?
Well, I feel like when I look at where she got drafted, and then I look at, I don't watch as many West Coast games, but I look at her and I look at Kiki Rice, for example. I think she's as good as Kiki Rice, but Kiki went 6.
No.
And she went 20th. So
no,
I don't know.
She's not as good as Kiki Rice.
You don't think so? Okay.
Kiki is different. Like she can handle the ball. She can run a team. She can shoot the 3.
I do think
she can finish around the basket. Tanaya is very sporadic when it comes to the 3-point shot.
Mm-hmm. Streaky, yeah.
She's a driver. She is who she is. She's gonna have to improve. Mid-range game and a lot of areas. So I wouldn't see her being a day one. I mean, none of them, day one.
First round player, yeah.
But at the end of the day, she's gonna have to improve, like all of them. But I think at this point, you would take Kiki because of her skill set and the things that she can do on both ends of the floor. She'll probably get an opportunity to play earlier.
I also was a little surprised that Roy Harmon didn't go until the 3rd round. I particularly like a lot of the things that Rory does, but she went to the Mystics, so she may have gotten into a better situation than she thinks she did. I think she has a strong chance to make the team, though. Normally, when you get to that 3rd round of players, it's not good for them to make the team. But Rory's a good scorer. Maybe it's just her size.
That league can go in the 1st round and not make the team.
That's very true. That is very, very true. That is very, very true. So it was an interesting draft, to say the least. To say the least. But some notable names went later than you maybe expected them to go. And see, I'm trying to think of any other ACC. Ashlyn Jackson went to the Valkyries in the second round. I think Cassandra Prosper went to the Mystics from Notre Dame. I'm looking at anybody else here. That's pretty much it. It wasn't a lot of ACC drafted players. Yeah, that's it. I think that was it. So not the greatest day for the league, but we'll see how it goes. Speaking of ACC, did y'all see Instagram? Were you able to take a peek at Instagram? There was two people who were taking pictures together in Notre Dame jerseys. Hannah Hidalgo and Artie Cooks. They were dressed together, smiling.
I did see that. There's a Audie was in on a visit. You know how they take pictures of the uniforms.
Sure.
Oh, so she was on a visit.
She was definitely on a visit, and by the smiles, they was having a good time.
Well, why wouldn't you want to play? I mean, why wouldn't you want to play with someone like Hidalgo?
Seems like a very natural fit. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a very natural fit for those two. So that'll be interesting to see what her decision was. I don't think Notre Dame was that strongly on anybody's radar when her portal opening took place. That wasn't one of the names that I heard. More of the names that I heard were like USC and some of the more traditional names. UConn, obviously. Yeah. But Notre Dame, to me, is actually maybe the perfect fit because it gives them the 1-2 punch that they've so desperately needed, probably for the entirety of Hannah Hidalgo's college career in Notre Dame. So it'll be interesting to see what they do, and if Niall will be able to hold on to Audie in the recruiting situation. But also, Audie's probably going to get a significant NIL check. So she's built up a pretty good name for herself in women's college sports. So she may hold out for the bag. We'll see. And this is her 5th year, I think, right? 4th or 5th year. So
I think it's definitely her 4th year. I can't remember if it's her 5th.
Is she a first round pick in the WNBA?
Audie?
Yeah.
Yeah. That skill set and way she can score. Yeah.
Okay. I think she's complicated. I mean, Audie Cooks from Iowa State. Well, soon she'll be somewhere else here soon, I'm sure. But I think she's a complicated player.
Yeah, I think she's a first round talent, though.
Okay.
I really do.
Do you have her slated for first round next year, Charlie? That'll be an interesting draft too, by the way, because that'll be Juju and Audie and Hannah Hidalgo.
She'll probably
probably go first round.
Yeah, she'll probably go first round.
Okay.
Especially if she's at it doesn't matter. She's gonna be good, whether she's at Iowa State or another school.
Yeah, she'll play. She may swing, depending on where she goes.
And you also got to go on name recognition.
Yes. Oh yeah. She's got the name.
You also got to think about name recognition.
Yeah, she's definitely got the name. Let's get into some other stuff. Let's get into some NBA. Y'all we'll have some fun with the NBA real quick here.
Steph Curry last night was amazing.
The play-in has been, as a whole, has been fantastic. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. When they first came up with this gimmicky thing, I was thinking, this is ridiculous. Why are we doing this? And I have to be honest, it's been good. I have to give Adam Silver credit.
It's been entertaining. It's still kind of goofy, but it is entertaining.
Yeah, it has been entertaining.
Al Horford out there last night.
Old man
Al Horford to go 4 for 4 for 3-point last night. It was a fun game to watch last night.
I didn't think they were going to win that game at all. I was like, they're struggling. They can't even crack the code. But then the longer it went on, the championship medal of Golden State rose to the top. And even, I mean, all the way across the board, not just in Steph. And I know we're going to give Steph and Al from the offensive side all the credit, but man, those plays that Draymond made down the stretch, I was like, Jesus, the
play
inbound
Draymond
play
made
was,
at the end.
Yeah, it was
On the inbounds play.
And then just to lock Kawhi, who was scorching hot, he locked him down in the fourth quarter. I mean, that's now. Do I think any of they now they're not even in yet, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. They still have one more game to play against the Phoenix Suns, ironically. And so we'll see if they can slow down the Phoenix Suns long enough to steal the 8th spot, where they will be rewarded in playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, who, by the way, won last night as well. Because as the Clippers were eliminated, it guaranteed that they would be in the lottery, which allowed the Oklahoma City Thunder to get another draft pick from the Paul George trade that went down. How is Oklahoma City still doing this?
I talked about that Luka trade. What OKC has done is grand.
That one is as bad. That one is as bad, if not worse. Because they keep taking hits. The Clippers still can. And by the way,
because I mean, they're still in the future.
By the way, Charlie, doesn't look like Kawhi's going to stay after this season. It's starting to look as though he may bolt.
I was just about to ask that. Where do you think Kawhi ends up?
Is he a free agent?
He can opt out.
Him to
he can opt out. He can opt out. You know what's ironic about the whole thing? He could very well go to Golden State. I can see Golden State saying, we're going to push all our chips to the table on all these old guys.
I heard that brought up.
And it makes sense.
I heard that brought up earlier this week, him going there.
And it makes sense. Let just bring in all these old guys, rally them together for one last hurrah, and let's see what happens. You know?
I don't know. Kawhi, how I don't know how Kawhi would fit in a Steve Kerr system, because he's an ISO guy.
He is
strictly, and they're a movement team. Like they're a movement team, and so it'd be interesting to see how he would fit with them. That's there'll be some concessions people have to make in order for it to work, and it wouldn't be a long-term deal. So it has to be like 1 year, type of deal, because their styles just don't match.
Let's go back to Tuesday real quick. Anybody have a problem with LaMelo grabbing the ankle of Bam Adebayo, causing him to crash to the ground, thereby causing him to miss the rest of the game, thereby giving a window for the Hornets to somehow defeat the Heat and eliminate them from the playoffs?
What do you mean?
I think
it was
go ahead, Charles.
should have been a flagrant something.
They hit him with a flagrant. I don't think there was a flagrant. No, they didn't hit him with anything.
No,
they hit him with a fine yesterday. That was all.
They hit him with a fine. They hit him with a ridiculous fine yesterday, but they didn't hit him in real time with anything.
No.
Which was more curious?
I don't know. It's
$35,000 to be exact.
I mean, I can see Spoelstra's frustration and thinking he should have been ejected from the game. I don't know if I would have gone that far, but it definitely should have been a flagrant one. And if they did eject him from the game, I wouldn't have had any problem with that either.
Yeah, I was pretty indifferent about the whole thing. Like if you want to eject from the game, that's fine. Right. I don't know why N popped in my head.
Was injected now.
That was weird. if you wanted to eject him, that's totally fine. I wouldn't have had an issue with that. But also, but apparently he's got a history with Bam. For some reason, he likes to trip Bam.
Yeah, they dug up old video of him doing that before the ban.
Right. So maybe he just doesn't like Bam. I don't know.
The first one looked far less egregious than that one. The first one, it does look like he just kind of just.
No, I don't think either one was
throwing his.
I don't think either one was egregious. I think
the second one was. The second one was egregious. The first one I could let him explain that way. The second one, like,
I think they're both
totally
bad. There's never been a time where I've played basketball, and Charlie, you tell me about your situation, where I thought on the ground, hey, I should probably grab this dude's ankle. Or I should accidentally grab this dude's ankle.
It happens. Essentially, sometimes you can say it, you didn't try, but you tried.
Yeah, he definitely tried.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. It was definitely obvious, especially in this day and age where you have cameras and replay, you have everything. So there's no getting away with anything.
No way to hide it whatsoever.
We used to be able to get away with stuff because they didn't review.
Charlie?
They didn't have, a whole bunch of stuff that, people did, the tricks of the trade, as we call them. And you could get away with certain things. But in this day and age, with all these cameras and you get a chance to review something, you can't get away with nothing.
Can't get away with nothing.
Nope.
Speaking of not getting away with anything, the Memphis Grizzlies have apparently reclaimed their franchise from Ja Morant completely. They have shut him down in every possible way. This is the quietest we're going to discipline you I've ever seen in the NBA towards the Super.
I hadn't heard anything about it. So just now, I was scrolling ESPN and I saw something.
Well, I actually did hear about it, and I was going to bring it up to you. They basically, depending on what you choose to believe, they basically set him down for the remainder of the season.
Yeah.
And then to bring the final, to use a terrible euphemism, to bring the final nail to the coffin on the final night, Charlie, of the season, where the players were giving their jerseys away to the little children. They told Ja, we don't need you to do that.
Keep your jersey.
Keep your jersey and head to the locker room, sir. We're fine. I was like, wow, that's
Hey.
If Petty was a franchise, I guess it'd be the Memphis Grizzlies. Like, that is, I look at the micro of that and the macro. It's hard to get players to Memphis. So if that's how you're gonna do it,
that's an NBA franchise. So
yeah, I guess the opportunity to play the NBA franchise is always going to outweigh some of the antics of that franchise. But also, it's not going to make people, that's like, you're not going to be their first, second, third, or fourth choice, though.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a player, you're not trying to get. And by the way, couple that with the LeBron saying Memphis sucks. This has not been a good look for Memphis this season.
No. I mean, LeBron just said the quiet part out loud. I mean, you've heard players take small shots at Memphis for years.
Well, it is awful. It is awful, though.
I don't know. But at this point, for both the franchise and for the player, it's time to move on.
Yeah,
get a fresh start. I don't know what Memphis' draft situation looks like, but there's plenty of players in the draft this year. Move on from Ja. Ja needs a fresh start somewhere.
Oh, fresh start. Like, the blessing and the curse for this for Ja is that it was quietly done. It wasn't outwardly contentious, so there's not a lot of press related to the situation. So it's and now it's over. Now it is over, and you can now decisions will be made in the offseason that will allow him to rehab his image and his persona and everything that he was as a player. He basically, his body got rest that it probably needed. So it's not all bad. It just looks like really bad. It looks bad, but I think it looks as bad for Memphis as it does for John Morant. So it may just have been a marriage that just ran its course.
Yeah.
Charlie, did you get a chance to play against Memphis at any time in your career, or were they
Yeah.
Vancouver when you played?
I played in both places.
Both places. Okay. What was your experience?
They've been in
with
Memphis a lot longer than if you would you realize.
You know what? I agree. I 100% agree. It's not the Vancouver thing wasn't quite as long as I remember it to be, but it felt like it lasted a long time. But it did.
I think they've been in Memphis longer than they were. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they've been in Memphis longer than they were in Vancouver at this point.
Gotcha. What was your experience in Memphis, Charlie?
I had a good experience. I mean, Memphis is Memphis. It's just another place. I got a chance to meet one of my mates, not mates, but guy that I enjoyed listening to music wise, Toby Mac.
Yeah.
Got a chance to meet him while in Memphis. So there's something, and then I got a chance to see the geese. What's the hotel?
Yeah. The walk of the the Peabody.
Yeah.
The
Peabody.
Yeah.
We got a chance to see them.
The walk of the ducks.
Yeah, and then we went to the rock and roll BB King deal.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of positives.
Okay. See, it's not all bad, LeBron.
Well, it's kind of my thing with that. I'm like if you're LeBron, like when you play the Grizzlies, you only go there twice a year, and you probably in and out. I'm like, what could be that bad if you're only there for a day, maybe 2 days?
well, it was twice. It was twice when he was playing. No, it was twice. It's always been twice, isn't it? Because he plays in the West. He plays in the.
It was once before that.
It was once before that,
it was
right?
Always once a year before he went to the Lakers.
Yeah, I forgot he plays. It's only twice. I in my head I was thinking they was in the Pacific, but they're not. They're in the Southern or whatever that. I don't even know what the division names are, but whatever. They're not in the same division. The bottom line, so you're not going to see him 4 times. So
no.
Wow. Maybe he doesn't like barbecue. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Well, speaking of the Lakers, this weekend, the Lakers and the Rockets will take on each other in a KD versus LeBron matchup once again. As we start in the West, Oklahoma City will play the winner of Golden State and Phoenix. San Antonio will play the Portland Trail Blazers, who ironically won their game and got into the 7th spot.
Avdija was awesome in that game.
He was fantastic. Fantastic.
He was awesome in that game.
The Nuggets and the Timberwolves are in a very curious game, 3-6 matchup there. I don't know if the Nuggets felt like they were trying to choose the 4th spot and it didn't work out for them. So they ended up in the 3rd spot because they only played Jokic for like a half and they were like, we're fine with the 4th spot. And the team I forgot who they played in the last game of the year, but they were like, nah, y'all go to the 3rd spot because we're not going to show up either. So they ended up winning that game. The Lakers and Houston will play. Your thoughts on what could potentially be the final matchup of LeBron James versus Kevin Durant, gentlemen?
I'm excited for it, to be honest with you. I think I do think it's strange that people are calling for a sweep or a gentleman's sweep, and I'm like, I give the Lakers a chance in the series.
The Lakers, are they saying the Lakers are going to get swept?
Mm-hmm. Most people are, or a gentleman's sweep.
Yeah.
How's that? They're the ones that
most prognosticated. Yeah.
No Luka, no Austin Reeves. That's basically the reason.
They have the home court.
They've been
no
playing
Luka,
well.
no Austin Reeves, yeah.
The Lakers have been playing well lately, even without those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, other guys have stepped up. Be interested to see because Houston, I mean, it depends on how they play. You know,
Right.
playoffs is playoffs, but I mean, they do have an advantage, but they don't have a point guard.
And it has mattered all season long that they don't have a point guard. It has mattered all season long. I don't think it's going to
Right.
be. I don't
Especially
think
in
it's
the
going to
clutch,
be a
especially in the
sweep.
fourth quarter. It's killed them all season long.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a sweep. I do think it'll be. I don't know. You know what? I really don't know.
I think
I
Houston
think if
wins
the
the
Lakers
series.
can come out and steal the first
But-
one.
And it's crazy to say they still in the first one when it's at home.
Right. But
it's
that's the
true.
reality,
That's
though.
how it's looked at.
Yeah, that's the reality, though. It's if they can't steal the first one, then I think it could get ugly. I don't know what kind of road game they have without Luka and without Austin. That's the real question, because that's 75% of their scoring. So it gets interesting at that point. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to all of the playoffs. The biggest thing I'm looking forward to out of the playoffs, more so than any of that, is that Inside the NBA is going to be with us for the entirety of the playoffs and the finals. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
Well, they should be rested because they barely used them all year.
They barely used them. They are well rested after a long winter nap. So
Yeah.
there's that. I like that Detroit has their full squad back and they are ready to go. Philly took the 7th spot. Either Orlando or Charlotte will take the 8th spot. We'll find that out on Friday. If I had to guess, I would say Charlotte's going to get it. Charlotte looks like Charlotte is playing with house money, and they look like they could pull this off. Yeah, I like the Charlotte team a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts, Charlotte?
They're fun to watch. And
yeah, Charlotte is very interesting. You know, they had a pretty good run at it the other night. And so it'd be interesting to see how they can play, because Canupa didn't have a great game, and coach didn't put him in late in the game because of that. But that's expected. When you're a rookie, you kind of have your moments, and I think they have a solid team. I don't know how far they can go if they, they get past. Where are they? I know they won the other night, but
this game
are
will
they
be
in the
in. No, they are fighting for their playoff lives to try to get in against Orlando on Friday. And if they can beat Orlando, then they will take the 8th and final spot, and their reward for that will be to play the Detroit Pistons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's Orlando is they're hit or miss as well.
Yeah.
They
very hit or miss.
More miss than hit lately.
Yeah.
And their biggest problem is they can't stay healthy. Like their key places, they can't stay healthy. Banchero, the Wagner boys, they're just always hurt, and so they can't get any traction, momentum going, and keep and sustain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wagners have been hurt. I think we looked at it last week, Lloyd. What is it? They played a combined 62 games
62 games or something. Yeah, like they just never there.
But the one that was playing got hurt last night. Got ran into.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, you can't build like that. You can't. No. You got to be available, and they're never available. So that's their biggest issue. So we'll see what happens. If I was a betting man, which I am not, I would bet on the Charlotte Hornets to pull this off. I think they look hungrier, they look spry, they don't understand the circumstances at all, which a lot of times plays to your favor. So Like what are we doing here? Are we playing basketball? Is that what we're doing? So I think they're gonna be fine. I think they'll go out and play blindly, and if they can get Knipple to calm down and just be in the moment, then it could really get interesting. Because I don't know if Orlando has a Knipple plan if he gets hot.
Well,
but he's been in such a shooting slump.
Well, he's hit the rookie wall as you would expect. Yeah, as you would expect for him. So, I would like to delay if it's okay with everyone our mock draft, since the draft is next Thursday. We got time for that. But I do want to talk about some of the rest of the stuff, which is there is an interesting situation brewing with my Giants that it appears. Well, here's what's for sure going to happen. They're going to lose a significant defensive player. It's either going to be Kayvon Thibodeau or it's either going to be Dexter Lawrence. It feels like it's going to be Dexter Lawrence.
I was going to say, I hadn't heard about Thibodeau. I just heard about Lawrence.
Thibodeau's been on the trade the entire time. Like but he doesn't command as much. The reason why they haven't pulled the trigger on the trade is because he doesn't command as much back as what Dexter Lawrence is probably going to command. With Dexter, you can probably get at least one first-round pick. With Kayvon, I don't think you can. I'm not sure you can get a first-round pick for Kayvon because he's always hurt. So,
right.
Do you have that issue? So it's going to be interesting. I'm a little surprised that they're not wanting to pay him, but also not really, because $30 million for a guy who's not had the sacks and the impact that you would hope that he would have, it seems like a lot of money. Now, to be fair, not all his fault. Roster construction has been very questionable in his tenure as a Giant. But last year, half a sack feels, like, do you give somebody $30 million for a half a sack?
Yeah.
It feels like a lot.
Yeah. It's a lot of money for a half a sack.
There's a lot of money for a half a sack. So, and I'm all for guys getting their money. I'm always going to be pro player when it comes to people getting their money. But a half a sack seems like not a $30 million investment.
Well, that's across the board. I mean, we start talking about people. You look at production.
Yeah.
And but that's neither here nor there.
And he has a more than solid case to say, yes, but I'm catching all the double teams for 60 minutes for 17 games. That's a fair point. So I get it. I just don't know if we should be paying you $30 million for that. Like, it just – and also you can get younger, go get somebody else and save that money and spend that money in other places. So I don't know. This is going to be it has gotten very contentious between he and his and the GM of the Giants, which, by the way, how that man still has a job with the New York Giants is far beyond my understanding. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I wish you was still.
You don't have to do that, Charlie. That wasn't necessary.
I love Gettleman.
That felt like a shot, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. It felt like a shot.
Oh, I didn't know he wasn't still there.
He's been gone.
Oh, he's been gone.
Been
He's
gone.
been gone for a minute.
Now we got Joe Shane, which he has a lot of Gettleman tendencies. I have to be honest.
He does have some Gettleman tendencies. But he did get you your running back and your quarterback.
Well, listen.
And your receiver.
Truth be told, Joe Shane has individually drafted well. The problem is he doesn't draft for what it will fit into. He just drafts the talent. But he doesn't draft it in. And by the way, that may not have been his fault because Brian Daboll, what was his system? I don't know. I don't know what he was trying to accomplish other than he wanted a great quarterback. I don't know if Brian Daboll is a great head coach. I know he's a great coordinator, but I don't know if he's a great head coach. And so this is the first time in a long time that it feels like there's a real plan. There's a real clarity of what we're trying to accomplish as a franchise, and it looks like it's going to work. So that's why I'm not that upset about the Dexter Lawrence thing, because I can kind of see both sides of it. I wish Dexter well. I like Dex. He's a fun time. He's a good time. but also $30 million for half a sack is crazy. Like that seems crazy. So I get it. I completely get it. So we'll see. Let's talk about this too. This went down on Sunday, and it. First of all, shout out to the Masters because it was fantastic, especially Sunday. Sunday was fantastic.
Yeah, I missed it on Sunday, but I heard it was good.
Man, you don't normally have 7 guys who are legitimately in contention. Like they were one shot off the lead for most of the round, and it was really, really good. And Rory almost Rory'd that thing.
He tried to.
He did everything he could to like, I don't know if I really want to win this. So he bogeyed 4, I think it was, or not double, but he double bogeyed. I think he double bogeyed 4.
On Sunday?
Yeah, on Sunday. Well, he had already given up a 6-shot lead from Saturday.
Right.
And then he double bogeyed on 4, which left him a shot back.
Yeah, double bogey earlier on Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. But then Justin Rose started Justin Rosing. And that's where it all fell apart. Justin Rose came out on fire, Charlie. He hit 7 birdies in a row. He charged up the leaderboard. You're thinking this might be Justin's moment. Like Justin can do this thing. And then he three-putted on, I think, 11. And we were like, okay, just calm down, Justin. You're still right there, brother. You're still right there. You're tied for the lead. And then Justin turned to his caddy on 12 and said, is this the right club? The moment he did that, I knew it was over.
Why?
Because he was in his head. He was coming off a 3-putt on 11, and he was in his head for sure on 12. Because he gave him the right club. The caddy was like, Justin, this is it. This is the club. He said it may not feel like, and Justin was like, it doesn't feel like the right club. He said it might not feel that way. And the mics caught this. He said it might not feel that way, but it's the right club. But the fact that you're questioning it, that's going to affect the shot. And it most certainly did. He had a bad shot on 12. He bogeyed that, and he just fell apart. He just completely fell apart. So I hate that because I really like Justin. I wanted to see him get his first major. He was playing well for 3.5 days, and then it just fell apart. It just all fell apart. And then Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah, I was going to say Scheffler started Schefflering, and he made a big run at it towards the end.
Oh man,
I was wondering how he got back in the mix.
He started playing like the player he is, like the number 1 player in the world. And I thought for sure he had it until he got to 17, and then he
just barely missed that. Yeah. He barely missed that putt on 17.
Yeah.
He hits that putt on 17, it'd have gone into extras.
I was gonna say, I think if he hits that shot, we have a playoff. I think he and Rory are gonna have to play this thing out because and by the way, that shot on 17 looked good.
Yeah,
it was a long distance, but it looked like it was going in. I was like, uh-oh, we might have a situation here. And then Rory once again on 18 was like, let me make it interesting. And he shakes it right, Charlie. Hard right. And you're like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here's Rory.
So he kept him in.
Yeah,
I mean, Rory's tee shot on 18 looked like something I would do.
Listen, I said I've seen that shot before. I have seen.
Well, there's a couple guys I was looking at. I was like, man, I can go play in the Masters.
I can do that. I can certainly do that.
There's a couple of one guy was hit a shot that he didn't get off the ground and ended up in the water.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
That's what I'm saying.
On any
then they were hooking shots all over the place into the woods, and I'm like, shoot, we can do this.
It was fairly traumatizing for me because I was fairly significant.
Well, that was definitely Rory's shot on 18. It went right into the woods, up through the trees. It looked like a trip from one of the characters of The Wizard of Oz. It was so bad of a shot. But to Rory's point, it was bad, but also it was just bad and good enough to where he could lift it over the trees, drop it off the backside of the bank, and have it roll within 5 feet of 5 feet of the hole. which is exactly what he did. I was like,
Wait,
wow.
I mean, Rory did both ends of Rory's game.
Yes.
The crazy, ridiculous shot that, like, how on earth are you a professional golfer to? Oh, that's why.
That's why. That's why.
That's why you're one of the best in the world.
That approach shot was like, man, you are so. If you could ever find, and by the way, he's never going to find consistency ever. It's never going to happen.
That's part of the ride.
Yeah, this is who he's going to be his
fun.
entire right. This is who's going to be his entire career. But it was such an amazing shot. You're just like, how did he hit that blind? Because he hit it over a set of trees, and past the sand trap into the. I was like, dude.
No, it went to the sand trap.
No, it went to the sand trap because we couldn't find it. That's right.
Yeah, because for the longest, CBS didn't know where the ball was.
We didn't know where it was. And then he hit that second. He hit that third shot, and then he two-putted to end the. Once he finally got on the green, he two-putted. Which, by the way, that's why he needed that extra 2-shot lead going into the final hole, because that allowed him to win by one shot. So, Rory is Rory, but he's now a 2-time Masters champion, and when you mention his name, you're gonna have to mention that as well. Somebody asked me, "Can you think he can get a third?" Maybe, because he's Rory.
I don't see why not.
He's Rory. He maybe could do it. I don't know.
It's not like there's this young crop coming behind him. It's like it's his time right now. It's him, Scheffler.
Well, I was gonna say this to you, Kendrick. Watching Sunday was interesting because some of the names that you thought were going to be competitors long term, they were awful. They were awful. Tony Finau, not Justin Rhodes, the other Justin. You know what I'm talking about.
JT?
Yes, Thomas. Oh, these guys were terrible. They were not. They and then the one guy that said was kind of making a run, Morikawa, he kind of buckled under the pressure. And by the way, let's be clear. A lot of pressure. The Masters is a lot of pressure.
JT started out the tournament well. He was near the leaderboard on Thursday and Friday, and then I didn't watch on Saturday. So I don't know what happened over the weekend with JT.
He started JT in it. JT is just like Rory. He's like, when he's really good, he's really good, but when he's bad, he's awful. So any tournament that he plays in, any Masters major that he plays in, he's as likely to miss the cut as he is to win the darn thing. Like he's so up and down. By the way, the funniest thing for me was Sergio Garcia getting upset on Sunday and slamming his club down. I'm like, Sergio, I want to be very clear about the next thing that's about to come out of my mouth. You were never going to win this tournament. So I don't know why you do it.
I don't know why Sergio's still a thing.
Well, because listen, it's easy money, bro. Like it's easy money. It's so much.
Because honestly, if Sergio hadn't had his temper tantrum, I wouldn't even know Sergio was in the tournament.
Right, I didn't really still playing. Like I was like, Sergio Garcia still playing. Like,
yeah, I heard that name in a minute.
Yeah, it was.
Did he go on the LIV tour?
He should.
I'm not sure if he did.
I don't think he did, but he should. He should definitely do it.
Because my guy was Brooks Koepka, and he hadn't been the same since he went on the LIV tour.
Brooke was there too. I saw Brooke this weekend. I was like, Brooke is still out there too. Look at her. There's Brooke.
Because Brooks not that old. It's just that he went on the LIV tour, so you hadn't heard from him.
Right, he hadn't seen him in a while.
Yeah. And so now I think he's back on the PGA tour this year.
I wonder if he'll just like finally just come home and relax.
Hopefully he gets his game back, because I love that dude.
I love Brooks. I'm a Brooks guy.
Strong. He's so strong and powerful, and then he's hilarious when he's rolling.
Yeah, I'm a Brooks guy.
I would love to see Brooks Koepka get back on his game.
Okay, so that went down this weekend. Definitely had to mention that. I hate to get into the controversial, but it's all over social media. It's the biggest story in sports right now, unfortunately. Your gentlemen, your thoughts on the resignation of Diana Rossini as it relates to her alleged affair with Mike Vrabel.
Diana Rossini.
Diana Rossini. Diana Rossini is a reporter who has been around a long time. She's been around a long time.
The name sounds familiar. That's what I was asking.
Yeah. She's been around a long time. I think she's pretty much covered everything. And I think she may have spent the majority of her time, especially these last 10 or 15 years in the NFL. And I guess they were at the owners meeting a week and a half ago or some meeting somewhere. And her and Mike Vrabel were sitting around the pool, and they were sitting in
a trip in Arizona.
I thought they were at an actual meeting. So this was not an actual meeting.
No,
I've heard
she was saying that she was on a girls' trip. That was her initial excuse.
Oh, and he just happened to be there at the girls' trip. It
Yeah.
just happened to work out that he was there, and they were sitting by each other and holding hands and hugged up, and it looked bad. It looked bad. So
hold on. Is he married?
They both are.
Yeah, they both are.
They both are, and not to each other.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Well, I mean, Charlie, listen. So here's the irony of this situation, Charlie, is that they both issued statements denying any wrongdoing, but then the internet is undefeated. So all the receipts of her trashing her husband over the years on live TV and different TV shows, and the internet was like, "We got those receipts, Diana. Are you ready to hear them?" And they pulled them all out.
Yeah, she would make because I'm an avid listener to Levitar, and she was a regular on there. And yeah, she talked about her husband on there all the time.
Talk about how unattractive he is, and just a lot of different things came out of it. So I don't know. It's bad. She decided to resign from the Athletic because she said she didn't want to bring more attention to her family as it relates to this, which I kind of understand a little bit, except for the fact that if you said a week ago, you said you were completely 100% innocent in all of this. And so if you are innocent,
why do they do that?
Why they say they're innocent when they're not?
Yeah.
That's a great question, Charlie. But I think
it's the old Eddie Murphy. It wasn't me.
Wasn't me. Yeah. Wasn't me.
What are we doing?
Well, and it was crazy. It was so crazy, Charlie, because there's literal video of you holding hands and hugging this dude up on the, ma'am.
Wasn't me.
But I saw the video.
Wasn't me.
But you were holding his hands and hugging him, and y'all in an embrace.
Wasn't me.
And it was so bad, Charlie, that the editor of The Athletic, who issued a statement a week ago supporting her, issued another statement saying, "Hey, we are doing a deeper investigation of this." Because something they add. I think this was before he saw the video. And then he saw the video, he was like, "Oh, Diana. Wow." And by the way, let me be very clear, and I stand with the women journalists, our peers, Kendrick, who have said very vehemently, please stop putting out the narrative that this is going to set women back. And this is going to set Diana Rossini back. Like, she's got a lot of explaining to do, but women as a whole, this has nothing to do with them.
So why would it set women back?
Because she broke the code and the blah 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 blah.
But there should be no gender standard when it comes to that, because just because he's a head coach, he broke a code,
right?
So no, regardless of who it is, it's still not the right standard someone should have, regardless of what their position is, whether it's male or female.
And by the way, to Charlie's point, I think there should be an accountability for him with his organization and team as well. He should have to answer some questions.
We are all talking in common sense. We're all right. You're all right. You're right. But this world, it's that's how it works. I mean, you seeing all the memes and all the jokes and all the stuff is going towards her.
Yeah.
This dude was married too. He's just as guilty as she is.
Yeah.
And they was like, well, she was, doing all this for information. I'm like, okay, if that's true, we don't know if that's true or not. If it's true, okay. But the other side is giving her information for that. So they're just as bad as she is. But the woman is the one who's going to, in that situation, the woman's the one who's always going to get all the vitriol.
And let me be very clear. It's more likely that she wasn't getting any information. She just was trying to spend time with a guy that she liked.
Maybe they like, yeah. I mean, and they both in the wrong for that, being married people.
100%.
But
that's a moral issue. That's a moral issue. That's a marital issue, and it's more. And here's the most important part: it's a private issue.
And it's also we live in a world where the power is the one that gets let go. Just like we were talking earlier about the transfer portal.
Yeah.
All you ever hear about is, these kids, they leave all the time. These kids. I'm like, sometimes the kids are asked to leave, and they're told to leave.
or suggested that they leave.
And the power skates by.
Not sure there's a place for you anymore. So I'm just letting you know. So anyway, I get it, but and this is not my favorite thing to talk about, to be honest with you. But it's like the biggest story in sports right now, and so it's almost unavoidable. So we've dealt with it. We can move on now. Is there anything I'm missing as far as sports wise? Shout out to the WWE, who is having their big Super Bowl this weekend in WrestleMania.
It's wild to see ESPN doing so much with WWE.
They're all in.
It's still jarring. Are they?
They are. This has got
sales wise. They are. I'm like every time I see Greeny interview, I'm like, I wonder what Greeny really thinks about doing that.
Well, listen, they're making a lot of money with the WWE. The numbers are through the roof, although this is a very curious WWE. This is a very curious WrestleMania because the sales are tremendous. They were tremendously down. Now they've done a lot of different things.
WWE is in.
Go ahead.
WWE is in a weird state right now.
They are,
because their popularity is getting back to where it was. This is about but then they're pricing themselves out of the market because everything I hear is about how expensive the house shows are and all that stuff. I'm like, you're getting super popular again, but then you're pricing yourself out of the market. And then I'm hearing all this stuff with AAA supposed to be leaving, and they're having all kind of issues behind the scenes when their popularity is skyrocketing again.
Well, the challenge is exactly what you
off
said.
I'm like half paying attention.
No. That's actually the real problem because the popularity is, I would argue that it's as high as it's been since the Hogan days. It's really, really high because they're selling out arenas, they're selling out football fields, they're doing a phenomenal job. And also, those tickets are too doggone high. Nobody's great paid. And then the other thing about WrestleMania, it has typically become their fan base's vacation time. So the draw of it normally is that it goes from city to city, different places, and they can have a unique experience.
Didn't they take it from another city and put it back in Vegas?
Well, New Orleans, they ran into some complications with having it in New Orleans this year, and New Orleans was like, you know what? We sick of y'all. Y'all can go take your WrestleMania somewhere else. And so they went back to Vegas in a panic, thinking that wrestling fans wouldn't mind. They'd be like, they had a good time last year in Vegas, so let's do it again in Vegas this year. Well, wrestling fans are like, well, won't come to Vegas. It's expensive in Vegas. Vegas is not cheap. And so they're now back in Vegas, and those sales are slow. They have been very, very slow. So much so that last week during the show, they announced in a promo a 25% discount on tickets for the whole weekend. I was like, wow, it must be really bad if y'all are announcing that the ticket sales are dropped 25%. And they're probably going to drop another 25% by tomorrow. Because
real quick, you and I can stay with this. I know Coach G, you got to get off our coaches meeting. So thanks, Coach, for joining us.
We appreciate you, brother.
A pleasure. All right, I'll see you guys.
All right, man.
All right, man.
All right.
Always a good time with Charlie Ward.
Never bad. But I get most of my wrestling information from the Laboratory show because it's two giant wrestling fans on that show.
Right.
And so that's how I knew I can, a blind man can see how popular it's gotten again.
Yeah, it's insane.
And linking with ESPN has been the greatest thing that ever happened to the sport.
100%.
But I just keep hearing about how expensive it's got.
I was going to say, and also,
it's gotten so expensive.
Here's how expensive it is.
The whole WrestleMania thing being back in Vegas was a whole debacle.
Yeah, it's been awful. Here's how expensive it is. They did a thing earlier this year in Abu Dhabi or Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. And they expected 80,000 people to show up. And I think it was like 20 to 30,000. That's a huge miss. Mm-hmm. And it's even bigger than that when next year WrestleMania is supposed to be in Saudi Arabia for the first time ever. So you're 60,000 off from that's a big miss. That's a big miss. So it's they got some challenges going into this next year to figure out how to make this all work. And we'll see. We'll see if they can pull themselves out.
And they've got political issues within the organization.
Their leanings are very complicated to the masses.
Yes. Yes. And which is that part of the reason why Triple H is out?
So technically, yet he's not out. It's just all conjecture and rumor, but it's complicated because there is a weird relationship with the Saudi Arabian. There is a weird relationship with our current administration, and it is very, very complicated to the masses. I think they have grossly overestimated how many people are aligned with that viewpoint. Mm-hmm. And it's not as many.
And I've heard the MMA is having the same issue.
They are. The whole company is people are choosing to respond with their dollars, which is, by the way, if you're going to respond, that's the best way. That's the best way to respond. That's the best way to respond. Oh, you don't. Oh, that's who you support. Well, guess who we're not going to support?
Right.
That sends a very clear message. So, shout out to the Montgomery bus boycott. So there you go. It's complicated, but that nevertheless, WrestleMania will go down this weekend. It should be. There are some very interesting matches that should be taking place.
And it's wild that like the early preliminaries are going to be on regular ESPN.
Well, that's also controversial because two of the biggest matches and the most interesting matches are going to be for free on ESPN, which I'm sure makes the people who are paying like myself go, wait a minute, hold on. What?
Why am I paying for ESPN?
Why?
This app
why?
thing?
Right. Like, what are we doing? Like, I thought this was the reason why I paid for what I paid for this stuff. So again, they got some challenges to work through, and I'm sure they'll figure it out. But as of right now, they got some very serious challenges to work through. So there you go.
The crazy thing is the drama behind the scenes is probably more interesting than the drama that they create for WrestleMania.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Well, listen, you knew there were problems when CM Punk last week during his promo on air said, because Pat McAfee has injected himself. That's where my inject is coming in. Injected himself into the match, the main event. And CM Punk called him Pat McAfee. And I was like, oh, man, that's oh boy. Oh boy. That's a little strong. And CM Punk has been very adamant about his viewpoints and his feelings toward the current administration. So him saying that his allegiances was not shocking, but him calling specifically Pat McAfee out in that way was like,
exactly wrong.
I mean,
no.
It's complicated.
Leave it at
It's
that.
complicated. It's very complicated.
Leave it at that.
Leave it at that. All right. So that's what's been going on as it relates to everything else. Also, did you finally see TOC? You still haven't seen it?
No.
I almost want to go ahead and spoil it because the statute of limitations truly is up. We're only days away from.
I will sign right off this podcast if you do that. I can click this X real fast.
This is so sad. When will you be able to see it?
Honestly, the way it is right now, it may not be until Sunday.
Say again, you broke up a little bit.
it may not be until Sunday because like I said I got Louisville Kings playing tonight. U of L spring game is Friday. I got to work Saturday. Maybe Saturday night. Maybe.
It's good. It's really good
because we got Thunder over Louisville on Saturday.
And there's some wow moments. There are some legit wow moments. The show, the episode itself is a wow moment, and then there's a couple of wow moments in the episode. So I need you to see it. I need you to go ahead and take care of this.
I know you're bursting at the seams.
I am, because you and I, we watch it together. That's what we do.
I know that's our thing, and I know, but that's our thing in this household.
I know.
We haven't been able to. So.
I know.
Monday was our window, but we were both tired. She had just gotten back from Vegas, and now
I understand. I can understand that. By the way, I want to give an early shout out to my wife who watched the Masters Sunday with me and was like, it was so funny because she was like, that caddy, why is he carrying a bag? I said, because he's going to make money carrying his bag.
The definition of a caddy.
Right. That's the point. They can't. I said, well, her thing was he can carry his own bag. And I'm like, no, not to hit good shots. He won't hit any good shots.
No,
carry that bag for 4 days.
18 holes.
Right.
For 4 days.
And she said, well, I just wouldn't do that. I said, oh, yes, you would.
Yeah, you would.
She said, why? And she said, why you say that? I said, because the winner is going to get 10%. The caddy's going to get 10% of whatever the winner gets. The winner gets $4.5 million. She said, oh. She's like, oh, well, then I definitely would be carrying it back.
Oh, I must have Chelsea Clinton.
I must have Chelsea Clinton. Clearly, I've got Chelsea Clinton right here. By the way, shout out to my kids, too, who watched Rush Hour for the first time this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Loved it.
Did they watch all of them or just the first one?
We just watched the first one. We watched the first one. We got tested, guys. We floated the little bubble to see if they like it. They seem to like it. So now we'll go on to see. I don't know if we're gonna watch 2. 2 was I didn't like 2. 2 was weird to me.
I get it. They all run together to me. Like I know the first one, but like
I know the first one like the back of my hand. Yeah,
but after the first one, they all kind of melt together.
Yeah, 2 was okay. 3 was really good. I thought so.
I feel like the best line in 2 was the throwaway at the end of the movie when he said, he ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
Right. That was the best line.
Because I still say that all the time.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
But even though low key, the best Chris Tucker movie is Money Talks.
Money Talk is outstanding. Money Talks is outstanding.
I quote more lines from that movie on a daily basis.
That is a good.
I need 2 on the 5th. I need $200.
That is a good time for sure.
We were on Derby coverage one year. It was one of the races after the Derby, and one of the horses was a French horse. I said, he's from that French part of Comp. What's that you claiming?
What's that you claiming? Yeah.
Where your shirt at?
Money Talks. If you have not seen it, you're missing out. You are missing out. That low key is the best Chris Tucker movie. It rivals Friday for sure.
I think I like it better than Friday because for one, this is all Chris Tucker ad-lib.
Oh, it's just Chris Tucker being Chris Tucker for an hour and a half, and he's all Chris
and it's
Tucker.
Pete Chris Tucker. Before he found God or whatever he called himself doing.
He found the Lord. Ain't that wrong finding the Lord?
No, but he changed. He changed. He's trying to get it back, but it's not.
I do hate that he changed from doing Money Talks type stuff because that was funny. That had nothing to do with Jesus.
But the thing was though, he didn't ever really cuss all that much anyway. And so I was like, why are we going? I was like, I get you love the Lord, but you still had you wasn't one of those that needed cuss words to get your point across anyway. So
not
he still
really
could have done stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, and listen, it's your walk. You can walk your walk how you walk.
It's your walk. Yeah, it's your path.
I do think though that he could have, I
do think part of it too. The part of the reason why the comeback hasn't been as good is because he's making so much money on Rush Hour still that like he doesn't have to put in the effort.
He made. If the reports are correct, he made after the first one, he made $40 million on the next 2, and there's talk of a third or fourth. Crazy. There's talk of a fourth. So hey, I don't. If I could make, I heard Ludacris say this about the Fast and the Furious. They said somebody asked him, "Why you keep making these?" Because they make $1 billion every time we make it.
No matter how stupid and outlandish they are.
We went to space and ended up making another one. That's why we're making it. It's $1 billion. It's a guaranteed $1 billion every time we make it.
Yeah. And plus, the other thing about Money Talks is, man, look, you're getting Charlie Sheen too. And
Yeah.
I don't care what his personal life is. Charlie Sheen is one of the best comedic actors we've ever seen, and him playing the straight man in the movie,
he's outstanding.
Kills it, knocks it out of the park. And so
he's outstanding. It's just a good time. Money Talks is if you're not doing
Heather Locklear in there. I mean, that movie. Sammy Davis Jr.
I got all the juniors. Sammy Davis Jr. Vic
I'm about to go back and find Money Talks today.
He's the first. He's your last.
Man,
he's your everything.
He's your everything. I mean, I used to watch the opening scene of him driving, singing that song before. Class in college.
Yeah.
That's how old that movie is too. Though.
It's been around a long time.
That movie came out like 96, I think.
Yeah, right around there. 95, 96, somewhere. It was
right
after Friday. It wasn't that far after Friday.
Yeah, I was going to, because I couldn't remember if it was before or after Friday.
Yeah, it was after Friday. But he's just so good. He's so good. It was just, I love Money Talks. Low key, I was going to watch that this weekend. I just, for some reason, I got sidetracked.
I don't even know where to find it right now. Is it on HBO?
I think it's on it's on Netflix.
I know I saw it pop up not too long ago.
I've seen it somewhere. I don't know where I saw it.
Yeah.
It may have been on YouTube. I got YouTube as well, and some stuff I can watch on YouTube. So I don't know. I saw it, and I'll probably watch it at some point this weekend. Yeah. So now that we've talked it back up, so there you go. I have not started The Boys yet.
I've not either. Because I had started rewatching it from the beginning when I knew that this one was coming out.
Yeah.
But I quit, and I can't remember where I left off. And you know how it is when you're looking at Prime. If you've already watched all the episodes, it's not going to tell you that you started rewatching one. No. So I can't. No. I'm like, I don't really want to start all the way over.
I'm caught up. I just can't wrap my mind around watching it yet. Like The Boys, you got to get ready for that. It's so much.
And so my
buddy, I'm not ready yet.
My buddy Ian that I work with, he's already started it, and he said it's hilarious. He said it's been hilarious. So
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's crazy, and it's all the things that The Boys has always been. But I'm not ready yet. I may wait a few more weeks before I get into it. So the final of The Pit is tonight. That'll be.
I'm not watching The Pit.
Yeah, The Pit's an interesting time. It's a hardcore. It's the most hardcore medical show. Like I thought Grey's Anatomy was hardcore until I saw The Pit, and I was like, oh, so there are levels to this. There are clearly levels to this, and The Pit has decided to go to the nth level. It's the hardcore. If you can't stomach that kind of stuff, I would not recommend The Pit to you. It's not. You're not gonna be able.
Same with The Boys.
Oh well, for different reasons though, because The Boys,
it goes places that I did not know existed.
I didn't think you could do that on TV. Like there are certain things they do. You can do that. Like you can
do anything. You can do anything if people are paying for it.
And I think, and also, I think there's a lot of drugs involved in The Boys. Like I feel like the only way you can write that kind of material is high, or like you can't do it soberly.
And high, and we ain't talking about weed.
No. This is a different kind of high. It is. I would like to think that I live in a world where a sober mind would never come up with The Boys.
Yeah, and that's scarier.
Involved in The Boys. Am I wrong?
I think he may have been involved in a few episodes here and now.
He's like an EP or something.
He maybe, I don't know.
So you're gonna make me look that up now. I'm curious. Well, you keep saying things while I look it up.
And my new guilty pleasure, which is not a new guilty pleasure, but it's a revisited guilty pleasure, has been Bridgerton. Because I did watch the first season, and I just sitting there the other day, and I was scrolling through Netflix. I was like, let me see what the second season is about. And it's just as goofy as the first season. It's all goofy and predictable, but you still watch it.
Listen, I'm so angry to this day. And by the way, it is Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, and so yeah, it's their whole team, which does explain for a lot of
Explains
things
a
that
lot
happen,
of it,
because
yes.
Seth is a wild boy.
Mhm.
But yes, I'm so angry at my wife to this day about Bridgerton, because I'm like 5 seasons in.
They're already in 5 seasons.
Yes, and
I
I've
thought they
watched
just done
every.
3.
Hey, I've watched every single one, and the spinoff Charlotte, which may be the best of all of it. Charlotte is outstanding.
I didn't know there was a spinoff till I was scrolling through and saw
Yeah,
the
it's a
Queen sitting
one-off
there.
though. It's a one-off. It's like a limited series one-off kind of vibe. But it's Bridgerton is just. It
It's
is
a guilty
without
pleasure.
question it's guilty pleasure, and it's really good. It's well written. Shout out to Shonda Rhimes. It's well written. So I got to give it credit. I hate that too, because I should not like that show as much as I do, but I love it. I love it. Cannot wait till the next new season, which they've
I
already
didn't
started
realize
filming.
they'd done 5. Wow.
Yeah, it's about 5 seasons. They're deep in this thing. Well, it's a series. You know, it's a book series, so they've just been lifting out of the book and doing different stuff, and then she's putting her own spin on it. But it's been around a while. And then of course Hacks is back. I watched Hacks. Hacks is always a good time. I love Hacks.
I love Hacks. I know I watched the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been back since the second season.
I got to the Hacks party way late. So
I was on it at the beginning.
I wasn't.
Then,
I got there.
I kind of fell off.
Yeah, I got there. She was in the 3rd season, and I was like, I'm gonna try the Hacks. Because it felt like a show I would like, but I wasn't sure that I would like it until I watched it, and then I liked it. I was like, oh, it is good. So I'm on Hacks, and then what's the other I'm on?
The only thing about Hacks is like it was really funny. Then it got kind of sappy there for a little bit.
Oh, 100%.
And I think that's kind of when I fell off.
100%. It got weird, and I felt like they lost their way a little bit, which happens in seasons, by the way. But the problem is that the lead actress in Hack, she's so. When she masters a character, she masters it.
She's so good,
and she's so good. Yeah,
and like it felt like the storyline kind of went away from her, and I'm like, why are we doing this?
Right, and then and despite that, she still won an Emmy. Like whatever you give her, she's gonna do it at the nth degree. She's kind of like a Meryl Streep kind of vibe. Like she's got that kind of talent. She's really, really talented. So anyway, she's Hacks is back, and then there's another one that on HBO that's not HBO, on my food shows. In addition to TLC, I'm watching American Culinary Cup. Had a major upset last night, crazy upset. So they voted a girl, and they said this girl is the most likely to win the thing. We think she can win it. Her competitor said she's the one to chase. She's the best of us. And then she lost last night. Like she got put out. I was wow, that's crazy. So I love that. And I love what's my other one that I'm watching? Oh, they introduced my other show that I love, MasterChef, last night. So they're back. And they're doing a World Cup themed season this year. So they're taking 4 regions: Africa, the Americas, Asia Pacific, and Europe. So
that's I've seen on TLC, and then TLC ends. We got what 2 more weeks on TLC?
No, this is it.
This is it.
They're in the Final Four. This weekend is the Final Four. And then 24 starts. Yeah.
Which is a wild ride.
Yeah, it is. And it sounds like it's going to be even wilder. It sounds like they put some
it sounds like they put some more twists in it. It's going to be even crazier.
It was, and which I'm saying, how much more can you twist this show? Because the first 2 seasons were insane. Like, I
was late to the 24 party because she was watching it, and then I kind of was in and out on it, and then I got to watching it, and I was like, oh, this is crazy.
To me, you would have to have a little bit of psycho in you to do 24 and 24 because it's stressful. That is a stressful show.
Yeah.
Because it's all in 24 hours. You're literally doing it in real time. I don't know why you would do that to yourself. Like,
right.
And the money, with all due respect to the money, it's not that much money to be doing this to yourself. Like this is a weird decision you're making in life to do 24 and 24.
Well, I mean, the money is what they win, but I mean, they're paid to be on the show, so I'm sure.
Yeah, but even that to stay up 24 hours cooking at that level with that level of intensity with no sleep, I just feel like there's better things you can do with your time. Like I just feel like there's better options out there.
But like,
But I'm gonna watch.
I'm gonna watch it, and when I look at it, because it's there's mainstays on all of those shows.
Sure.
So I'm like the common sense of me kicks in. I'm like, okay, they're getting paid. They're probably
100%. 100%. They got named. Like the first year they did 24 and 24. They advertised it as new chefs, but then they brought Stephanie Izard in. I was like, oh, well, Stephanie could probably win the thing, but then she was out in like the first 10 minutes. I was like, oh, wow. Stephanie Izard's out in the first 10 minutes? Jesus. Like, what kind of show is this?
Low key, I think that's what draws me to the show, and you and I are kind of the same on stuff. Is probably what draws you to the show. I like shows where anybody can get it. That's why I love The Wire.
I love
The
it.
Wire. Main characters can get it, just like some brand character can get it.
That's what makes TOC so good, because you don't know.
These food shows so good
You do not know.
Even if you don't know anything about the chefs, because really coming in, I don't know anything about except what they tell me for the ones I haven't seen on shows.
Yeah.
And so the ones that are like, these are the legends. I'm like, okay, if you say so. And so if you're watching a new TV show, these are the main characters. And they can get knocked off, and like all the legends on TOC got knocked off in the first round.
It didn't take long. It did not take long for them to go home. I don't think they understood it. We've talked about this a little bit. I don't think they understood what they were getting into until it was too late, and then it was over.
Because a couple of them thought they can come in and just win on reputation.
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
I am.
And so if you haven't seen the if you don't know what we're talking about, TOC Tournament of Champions. They pair two chefs against each other, and they have this giant machine that they say is it's called the randomizer. I'm not sure how,
but is it though?
Really is. I mean,
is it though?
Nothing. Yeah. They spin them all at different times, but yet somehow they all end at the same. Whatever. But the randomizer is like for example, you might have to make a steak with some kind of beet that you've never heard of, and you got to cook it a certain way, and then you have to have like an afternoon dinner or whatever, and you have to use some crazy thing, like they've had a blowtorch on there, yet you have to use a blowtorch, and it's like what, 4 categories, Lloyd, for everything.
Wild card ingredient. It's you said protein, wild card ingredient, and then that category varies. Like it could be wild card ingredient, could be audience, whatever. It could be a lot.
Like there's times when they have food on there that the chefs have never even heard of.
Listen, that's why you gotta watch. Jesus,
and so
get caught up, Kendrick.
Using the randomizer and what the randomizer produces, what you have to do. Yeah. The more you stick to what's on that randomizer, the easier it is for you to win. And like a lot of the top chefs, they come in there and they're like, "I'm just gonna do my thing." No, if you don't use that randomizer, you out.
You're out. It won't be close. It won't be close.
And it's a blind taste test, so the judges don't know who they're voting for.
Right. Just this coming across not waiver wire, but the wire right now. Adam Schefter is reporting that restricted free agent kicker Brandon Aubrey has until Friday, which is tomorrow, to sign an offer sheet with another team. If he doesn't, Dallas retains its rights for the 2026 season. With time running out and no offer forthcoming, it appears that Aubrey now looks destined to remain with the Dallas in 2026. Now, this does not in any way, shape, or form change the negotiations for him and the Dallas Cowboys. He's still going to, if I was his agent, say, we're still getting our $10 million. We're going to be the highest paid kicker in the NFL, as he should be. Are you a little surprised that no one made an offer, though, to him?
Not really, because I am, but I'm not, because $10 million is a lot for a kicker.
It's a lot, and so
even
for a kicker that can kick like him.
I'm not even as much as Dallas gets on my nerves with how they negotiate stuff, which is they're great at finding talent. They're not good at keeping it because they don't know how to negotiate.
Right.
I'm not too mad at them about this one, because and it's the catch-22, because I look at it as like, okay, I've done my part. I earned this money. I should get this money. But at the same time, you play a position that does not command that salary. I mean, like $10 million.
There's a reason why guys have never made $10 million as kickers.
Right, because I can go pay $1 million and get another year.
Right, I don't need
I
to
can
pay
sit
that.
here and watch the XFL, which you just came out of, or the UFL, where they call it, and get another.
I don't. You know what?
The kicker for the Louisville team is pretty good.
I don't know if he's going to get the whole 10. I think he's going to get the highest paid, but that gap is significant. Like I think the highest guys,
especially when and keep it all the way real, he missed some kicks last year.
He did.
He didn't have as great of a year last year as his first couple of years.
And I'm not talking about the long ones. Like he missed some easy ones.
Yeah.
Easy for him anyway. So
right.
$10 million is a lot to pay a kicker.
I can't pay $10 million.
That's a lot.
I love the kid, and I think he deserves it. But if I'm a GM or an owner, and in a salary cap sport, you can't pay $10 million
for a kicker. Is crazy. My kicker and my backup left tackle make the same amount of money. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work.
No.
But I don't know. No, by the way, in fantasy, he's amazing. I love him to death. He's been fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, you get like 6 field goals because he's kicking from 60.
He's great. I love him. He's been outstanding. But that's an interesting story to see. We'll see where that goes. Okay, so we will do our mock next week, and we'll have some fun with that. It'll have a really good time with that, as a matter of fact. With that being said,
may be a game time decision because I'll be in Derby coverage.
Well, so I was thinking we're getting close to that. So also I have some stuff going. Listen,
it may have to be the week after that the draft's already over.
One or two things are going to happen next week. We're either going to do a mock draft or we're not. And by not, I mean we're not going to be here. It could go either way because depending on both of our schedules, this is where we are. Derby season is really weird for both of us. So we'll see. We'll play it by ear. We'll see. But if we don't have it, then you know where the draft is. You know what's going to happen, and we'll just have a lot to talk about the next week. So there you go. All right. With that being said,
always have a lot of good options. So I'm interested to see.
I feel good about this draft all the way around. There's a lot of good players in this draft, and substantive players that can come in and make a contribution. So it's going to be hard for people to get bad grades in this draft unless you reach for stuff that you shouldn't be reaching for. And
whoever reaches and gets Ty Simpson in the first round is going to get a bad grade in the draft.
I would have to agree because I feel like he should fall to you. Yeah. And I'm not even 100% sure he's the guy. I feel like maybe Taylor Green might be better. Might be a safer long-term product.
And I like Ty Simpson. I really do. I really
he's
do.
Fine. I'm indifferent.
I think the O-line kind of let him down last year.
Yeah.
So,
but also, if you go into a bad team, that's what O-lines do.
Have a bad O-line.
Right. So
that's why they're there.
The O-line's going to let you down in your first year. And so, I mean, it's just what it is. So, I don't know. I'm indifferent to him. I don't know what he is, to be honest with you. I understand Dan Orlovsky's love fest for him. And sometimes
that's
like money right. Sometimes that's to me is the death knell. Like if Orlovsky really loves you, then that's probably means you're not quite as good as advertised. But we'll see. All right, who you shouting out before we get out of here, man? We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. I actually got 3 shout outs this week.
Ooh, I like 3 shout outs. Let's go with it. First
shout out goes to the University of Louisville softball team. Last night they played a marathon against Indiana. If you know softball 7 innings. Mm-hmm. They won in the bottom of the 10th.
Oh wow!
They got a walk-off single in the bottom of the 10th to beat IU. Game ended after midnight. Started at 8. So shout out to them. Shout out to the Louisville Kings, especially my cousin Mo Owens, who's defensive backs coach of that team. He had the funniest line I've ever heard from a football coach is if you didn't see the game, they lost on a penalty because they got
that was rules. Crazy.
And when he was like, I've been coaching football for 25 years and never lost a game. Lost a game where the other team did not score. Did not score a touchdown, which was exactly what happened. They lost the game on a penalty in the end zone. So, and it was a bad call on top of it. And so that, and then what was my third shout out? it was Louisville. Oh, shout out to the city of Louisville for in 2028 will be the home of the Olympic trials for the United States gymnastics.
Nice.
So shout out to the city.
At the Yum. Will this be at the Yum?
At the Yum Center. So
nice.
Shout out to them. That is a big get for this city to get.
I would say so.
Gymnastic trials here in Louisville. That's what the Yum Center was built for. And so
I would say so.
Shout out to them.
That is.
And the Yum Center is built in a way to where if they wanted to swim trial, because we always thought they was going to eventually get to swim trial. So the Yum Center is built to host swimming too, but they got the gymnastics, and I think it's going to be a great crowd out there. It's going to be great for the city. So shout out to the city of Louisville for being able to attract something like that.
It most certainly will be. My shout outs is very simple. Shout out to you guys always for pulling up. Shout out to those who watch this weekly and make it what it is. And shout out to my business partners. We've had a productive week, and so I'm looking forward to seeing what the outcome of our productive week will be. So I want to shout them out as well. And shout out to my wife for understanding that if she wants a career as a caddy, I fully support it. Fully support it. I'm 100% on board. Cannot stress that to you enough. So there you go. All right, guys, love each and every one of you. Appreciate you. Usually, right when we end this show, there's a whistle.
Come true.